What's up, my dude? Ski Noah LeBlanc. I appreciate that membership, big dog. We got RF Houston round 3. Sirens going off outside. The jump police. Holy shit, dog. Trust me, you don't need any jump police on this track. Trust me. None of these modern day RF tracks would you even ever have to have a jump police. But either way. Taking it back there a little bit. So, Houston round 3, RF track review. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this one, to be completely honest with you. It's not much different than anything else they've done this year so far. So, yeah, and also, just to some of you guys that still think that RF is not dead, 41 signups in the 450 Pro class in their third round. 41 signups. That's literally one sign up away from not even having to run qualifying. I mean, what else is there to even say to this shit, dog? 41 signups. They went 49 in the first round, 47 in the second round, and now they're 41 signups in the third round. They are literally dead. They're dead. Period. Like, they can keep on doing this shit and keep on going all they want to, but when you get to the point where you don't even have to run qualifying, your series is dead. This is literally a side series now. This shit don't even matter anymore. Who gives a shit if you win an RF race now? Nobody cares. They can't even fill up a gate. 41 signups. So either way, let's move on to the track here. So, same difference as the other two. It's just, is this the worst track I've ever rode on? No. But it's just like, the saddest part about this, and I don't know if RF even realizes this, but they're really not that far off as far as the track design to making a pretty good track here. They're really not that far off. The problem is all the little things that they're not doing, I don't think they're gonna do. Because they're so dead set in their ways that I just don't think they're ever going to do it, right? And one of those big things is the preventing you from hitting a quad, right? And I'm not talking about some weird 1 in 20 lap quad in section that they didn't even intend for you to hit, like on the second round, right? I'm talking about normal quad, like you go in there and you hit a triple and then a quad, and it's actually faster, and it's the line that everybody's trying to hit in the 450 class, right? That's what I'm talking about. They totally prevent you from hitting any of that shit on this track for no apparent reason. Like, let me just explain to you guys. RF, you do realize in the first 2 rounds of the real life Supercross, they're hitting quads everywhere, dog. They're hitting triple quads. There was a quad after the finish line in the first round. You guys remember that shit? Oh, wait. You do your races 2 weeks ahead of time or a week ahead of time to where you don't even change your section properly like it actually ends up being in the real life race. Oh, yeah, I remember now. So either way, they had a quad after the finish line in the very first round, right? But it was nothing like that, not even close to that on the actual RF replica track version of that, right? Just saying, if you're on the gas literally 2% more than you should be, you're going to pop off the bike because the triple is too short. So just letting you guys know on that. If you're on a 450, literally barely breathe on the throttle. I'm talking just on the throttle when you come up to that triple right there. You don't even really have to touch the throttle, to be honest. I think the bike will just coast over pretty much everything. So definitely the main triple and the finish line jump. Be very careful because you will over jump that shit so easy it's not even funny. But anyways, back to my point here, okay? My point being is, I don't know what your fantasy is with trying to prevent quad lines. I understand preventing quad ins, right? I understand that, but trying to prevent these triple quads and these normal quad out type rhythms, you're just purposely preventing it at this point. Why are you doing that? They're literally hitting the shit in real life, RF. What the I mean, what are you doing? Oh, wait, no. RF knows best, baby. 41 signups in the 450 class. RF knows best, boys. We shouldn't question them now. Hey, guys, this Erode shit's really working, isn't it? 41 signups in the 450 class, dog. Third round in. It's just doing really well for the game, I'm telling you. I've been right about this shit the whole time, and the truth is finally coming out. Oh, man. Just to let you guys in on a little secret, RF's actually been dead for like 2 or 3 years now, but it's all just finally coming to the surface. Oh, man. So either way, every aspect of this track right here, it's like it's just one tick lower, one level lower than the skill gap that it should be. All the way around the track. The whoops they're not the worst whoop sections I've ever rode on, but if they just had a little more skill gap to them, that'd be perfect. Just a little bit more skill. They're just a little bit too easy. Every aspect of this track is just a little bit too easy. It's like it was made, somebody that rides a 250, that's what it reminds me of. It's like some 250 amateur dude made this track. That's what it feels like. You come around here specifically right here, this triple quad right here, there is no reason in hell you should have built this quad right here. This specifically jump out right here so smooth to where you just couldn't hit this quad. You just can't do it. And if you're running some kind of a hack or you've rode 10 million laps on this track and you do actually hit that quad out, it's not consistent, okay? To all of you, Spitzer, look, yeah, you can actually hit that quad, dude. I rode 20,000 laps on it, bro, and hit it in qualifying one time, dude. You can hit it. You can hit it, dude. No, it's not a consistent quad line at all, like the 2017 track quads. Not even close. So, perfect example right here. You triple in. On a 17 track, this right here would have been a hittable quad. And they just prevent you from doing that. Purposely prevent you from doing that. Roll off the jump face and prevent you from hitting that. So, you hit this dumbass, no skill gap, triple, single, let's fall asleep, triple, you prevent me from quadding here because you built way too big of a jump face here, triple, come around here. Little ass, I don't even know what that is. It's like jump over these two little tabletops. Absolutely no risk at all to that jump. Another little triple. Here's the main triple that feels like I'm barely coming off of the ground. Literally, again, here we are, the main triple in the finish line. They may be slightly bigger than they were in the first 2 rounds. Like I'm talking slightly. But still, that main triple right there needs another 10 foot distance-wise on it, and you're still going to be able to hit it on a 250. It's not like, oh shit, Spence, they can't do that, dude. Then you wouldn't be able to hit it on the 250. No, you'd probably be able to hit it on a 125, even if you added another 10 foot to this triple. It is tiny. Same like the finish line. Like, it's just, it looks all good when you're looking at it like this, but when you're riding on the track, you can just tell the shit is too close together. It's just too close together. Like, and what that does is it bores me to absolute death when I'm on the track. I literally rode like 5 laps on this shit before I came in here and did this gameplay. I'm not shitting you. 5 laps. Already hitting everything on the track, railing the whoops, 5th tapped. I mean, it's just, you actually have to try to not over jump these jumps. It's hard to not over jump these jumps. That's how small they are. But no, RF, keep doing this 1-to-1 scaling. Obviously, it's working. I mean, 41 signups in your 450 class for this race. Something's working. I mean, you're doing good on something, huh? Holy shit. Guys, what else is there to say? 41 signups. They're obviously doing something wrong. Either A, the Erode people are getting tired of the Erode, or B, your track designs are getting boring as hell, or C, there's so much hacking, scamming bullshit in the game, you letting the key shares back in, all the unprofessionalism out of RF. See, I think it's a combination of all 3 of those things that has brought you to this point. And I don't see how you're going to pull yourself out of this one. I really don't. But the saddest part is, it's like, this is not a terrible track, but it's just the things that this track needs. RF is so dead set against all of those things that it's never going to be what it needs to be. And even if they go in there and they make one of these rounds this year pretty good, you know, they make some good, consistent, hittable quad lines, difficult whoops, normal size triple, bigger berms, good traction, all that kind of shit. They'll probably end up doing that for one round this year. But then I'll come in there and I'll say, damn, you finally did it, RF. Great track, awesome track. Just like I did with that one round last Supercross season. It's like, hell yeah, RF, you finally did it. And then they'll just revert everything and go back to this bullshit 1-to-1 scale, too low skill gap, not big enough rhythms. I'm telling you, they've been doing that shit over and over and over. So, either way, nothing more to say. It's getting to the point where I'm about to get to the point. Like, what the hell is the point in even talking about this RF shit? It's so dead. Who the hell even gives a shit? 41 signups in your premier class. Dog, you're done for. It's over. You can keep on all you want to, but the shit is over. There's just no more. There's no more actual. There's just nothing more to it. There's no more. Well, I've literally hit a loss of words for this shit. I've just hit a loss of words. There's nothing more to say. It just... Oh, man. Oh, man. It's a sad story. It is a sad story. What a shame. What a shame this has happened to such a good game. What a shame. And like I'm saying, their track making is the least of their issues. Like their erode and all that horseshit, that's the least of their issues. It's everything else. It's the scams, it's the hacks, it's the no real professionalism, no real, somebody actually properly controlling everything like they should. It's just all fell apart, dude. It ain't the same RF anymore. It ain't even RF anymore. So either way, boring ass track. I was bored of it in 2 laps. No fucking wonder you guys are begging for a road and have to have a road. Yeah, you have to have that shit on a boring ass basic no character track like this. Yes, you do. No big jump, quad rhythm, consistent quad rhythm, big ass whoop section. Yeah, of course you think you need a road on this. Because without it, this shit is pointless. It's boring. That's the whole difference from this and a 17 track. When you're on a 17 track, you don't even feel like you even need a road on it. Because the track itself, the terrain itself is enough of a skill gap and enough of a fun factor to keep you interested in the track. So, either way, it's like every aspect of this track, literally every part of it, if it was just 10% bigger / better, the track would be perfect. If the traction was just 10% better, right? Just 10% better. And I'm sure you can go all the way around this outside and hit a quad in like off of that. I'm pretty much certain you can do that, but that is not, obviously you don't count that because that's coming around the first corner. I didn't give a shit. I rode 5 laps on this thing, so just got on here for 2.2 seconds to do this track review. That was it. But, yeah, it's just boring. It is just boring. It's just the most standard of the standard. Yeah, this rhythm section is built a little bit better than some of the rhythms from last week, but still yet, it ain't no quad. It ain't no real consistent hittable quad. You basically just sweep up the inside of both of these corners. Don't even hit the berm. It's pointless. What the hell I was doing? Doubling. What the hell was I doing? I don't even know. But anyways, you can totally let off, literally go chug a gallon of tea, fucking pick your nose, get literally a complete stop, and then hit the gas. You're still going to be able to hit the main triple. Literally the first official Monster Energy Supercross mobile video game skill gap here. Not over-exaggerating at all when I say that. For somebody that plays this game. Obviously, if this is your first day on the game or you're a total beginner, yeah, track's going to have a little bit of a skill gap to you, but this is not a pro track, man. This is like a pro-am track or some shit. I don't know. This still does not feel like a pro track to me, but the traction is not the worst I've ever felt. The jump bumps are not the worst I've ever felt on a track. The whoops are not the worst I've ever felt on a track. No aspect of this track is the worst I've ever felt, but it is just suffering from this modern day built around a road. RF doesn't want to allow you to hit any quad. It's just suffering from every aspect of that. No character. Yeah, the berms are a little bigger, but they're still super smooth to the point to where you're not going to slam bank into one of these corners like you would on some of the previous tracks unless you have an eroded rut built in the corner because it's built around it. This sand decal sucks. Please get rid of it, RF. It sucks. You need a new one. You fixed your decals on the other parts of your track, but fix that sand decal. Shit sucks, dude. So either way, the whoops are maybe slightly better, but it's still, they just need to be a little bit, 10% bigger whoops, and this shit would have been perfect. 10% bigger, and that 10 or 15% bigger, and that'd have been perfect. And I mean like just bigger in size and 10 to 15%. I would say maybe 5 to 10% more spread apart and 10 to 15% bigger, and this whoop section would have been perfectamundo, bro. But I'm telling you, they won't get it right this year. They won't. Like, they may get one aspect of the track right on one of the rounds, or they'll have one decent round, but then they'll go right back to this bullshit. They've been doing it over and over. They'll work so hard. They'll make so many different track designs and variations of, skill gap and, track scaling and all these different things. And they'll finally get it right one round, and then they'll revert everything that they're doing and go right back to all this stupid shit. Watch it happen, bruh. Watch it happen. But either way, come around here, triple, and they just prevent you from hitting this quad. Right? Just totally prevent you from doing it for no real reason. So then it just makes the rhythm more basic. Way more basic than it should be. And you come around here, just, man. It's disgustingly average. That's the way I would say about this. Painfully average. Kind of like the first official Monster Energy Supercross game. That shit's gameplay was painfully average. Same way with this. This track is painfully average. And it's just, you got to understand, for the time period of this game, we're not in 2018 anymore. We're in 2021. You some bitches, you're giving RF too many chances. They've had too many chances. And they still have it in their head, no, we're not going to let you hit a quad, even though they're hitting it in real life. No, we're not going to make the whoops bigger, even though dudes are getting squirrely as hell on the whoops in real life. We're not going to make it bigger. You can hit it in fifth gear, wide ass open, your first lap on it on MX Sim. It took them forever for us to convince them to make the berms bigger. They fought us on that one. Can never forget. Hashtag never forget that shit. You boys been racing past couple years. You know exactly what I'm talking about. RF coming in there saying, oh, the berms don't need to be bigger, dude. No, why would we do that? Berms are fine, dog. Back in 2020 and even some of the 2019 tracks, and here they are, nearly doubled the size of their berms. But no. Guys, you're just ungrateful for what RF does for you. Don't go in there and complain and ask for bigger berms on the forums or anything. Nah. RF will just shame you and then do exactly what you told them to do 2 years down the line. It's awesome. They're really doing a great job. 41 signups in this race in the 450 class. I mean, it's a shame now that Start Your Systems even covers this shit. It's a shame JLV even allows this shit at this point. I mean, I just can't even believe it. I can't even believe it. And like I say, I'm not even talking about the track designs when I'm saying. I'm talking about everything else that they're doing. Everything else. Letting the key shares back in. It's just unexplained. It gets to a point where you can't. There's been so many incidents. I'm going to go in there and make a fucking video about some of these newer stupid RF's a joke incidences that's happened. It's just one after another, RF. It's one after another stupid ass things you're doing. So, if you want to absolutely fall asleep then download this Houston Round 3 track here. You're going to have every aspect of this track completely down in 2 laps. Hell, even on a 250, you'd have every line down on this shit in like 2 or 3 laps. There's just nothing to the track, bro. There's just nothing to it. Come up short, you're going to be fine. Hit the whoops 5th tapped, you're going to be fine. The traction is still that just kind of little bit weird, little bit bizarre. You just don't glide through the dirt. You don't glide through the corners like you did on 17. It's just a little... I've certainly rode on worse traction, don't get me wrong, but it's still just got that weird feeling to it. I don't know. We'll see what happens when they go to these other stadiums and shit, but... Oh, just so typical from what I was expecting RF to do in these first 3 rounds. So typical. It's painfully typical. That's all this shit is, right? Painfully typical. So, either way, I've kept it real with you, kept it 100 with you. The idiots that go in here and think this is like a great track, amazing, perfect, you did so good, RF, oh my gosh, perfect skill gap, you just did it. You obviously don't understand real skill gap to proper track designs, proper 2017 skill gapped whoops, skill gapped quad lines. You obviously don't understand that, or you wouldn't even be saying that. Or you're so caught up in Erode that you don't even think about it like that. One of the two. I don't know. But some of you need to go get a refresher. Specifically, 2017 Oakland. Go hit those whoops a couple times. Go hit some of them big-ass lines on that track a couple times. You'll understand what I'm saying. You'll understand. Most of you guys disagreeing with me didn't even fucking pro race back then. Or you was in the 250 class back then. Or some bullshit. Very few of you actually really experienced the pre-Erode era. Really experienced it in the 450 class. So that's kind of cute when you boys are the ones disagreeing with me. It's really cute. But either way, guys. I mean, it's getting to the point, it's like, what's the point? What? Why? Now I'm giving RF too much attention. Shit. It's just like, it's going to get to the point, it's like, I'm just so beyond bored of this shit. It ain't even worth my time anymore to even come in here and cover anything that RF is doing anymore. It's so boring and so typical. And they're just continuing the dumb shit over and over and over. So, either way, appreciate you guys watching all them videos. Later, dudes. 41 sign-ups in the 3rd round.